Hello, good evening. Welcome to KERNOW. And I'm just going to turn the light down a minute. It's a bit bright. Right, I hope you're all good. Welcome to KERNOW EXP. We're live from the HQ and we're going to have a chat with you all. I'm just going to broadcast that we are live on other things here a moment. Actually, no, I won't do that. Right, so we'll just do some tests a minute, folks, and we'll commence our chat. So let's just turn that up a bit. Okay, there we are. Hello and welcome to the centre part of Cornwall. Two Wheel, Adam, hi mate, how you doing? Hope you're good. I don't think we need to broadcast. Captain, hi, how you doing, mate? I don't think we need to broadcast the fact. Am I coming through okay? Is it coming through intelligible or no? Let's just do a quick test a minute. Yeah, it's coming through nice and clear. Excellent. So we have been busy, haven't we, folks? We were out on, well, the last time I was out filming was excellent. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Adam, Mr. Two Wheel, His Lordship. Right, excellent. I'm glad that it's coming through okay. So the screen's here, folks, and you're there. So if I look away, it doesn't mean that I'm being rude. It's because I'm just catching up with everything here. Okay, excellent. Right, let's just have a look at what we've been doing on YouTube. That is, we've been doing a lot of stuff outside of YouTube as well, folks. But yeah, right. Bear with one. Bear with one. Right, there we go. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Now, on what day was it? Sunday? Or was it Saturday? Anyway, the last big video in my book, I'm sure Adam will agree with me, was Ian Watling. Hi, mate. How you doing? Sunday. It was Sunday. Thank you, Adam. Yeah. Right. Okay. So on Sunday, me, Adam, and our group expert, Jeff, had a look around some parts of Perranporth Airfield, which we knew about, but we couldn't get to them last time because we didn't have a ladder. And obviously, I bought this ladder not that long ago, probably 6 months ago, something like that. And it's about 3 meters, I think it is. And that saved the day, folks. So we managed to get inside of a gun pit, and there was like a post in the middle, and there would have been a machine gun on that. And of course, the idea of that is to defend an airfield or a space from incoming aircraft, such as the Luftwaffe, German Air Force. And of course, this gun pit had alcoves for ammunition and possibly a field telephone, but also it had a little room, a little bunker where the machine gun crew, so I should imagine, I don't know if Adam would agree with me, 2 people probably, one for feeding ammunition and one for going bop, 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 firing at the machine gun, not at the machine gun. And of course, if it got a bit hairy, i.e. if there was a German aircraft coming over and strafing um, the position, they could have actually taken shelter inside of this room, which Adam was the first one to go inside of it. We believe for 25 years, folks. Flipping heck, that's a quarter of a century, isn't it? Unbelievable. It was such a joy to actually go inside and discover this secret. Well, it's not really a secret, but it's definitely a hidden golden gem, folks. So yeah, you'll have to check out Two Wheels video, folks. Now, I know that we've had a little bit of traction on it, but please check out Adam's video. Please go to Two Wheel Exploration, TWEX, and check it out and smash the like button, folks, because it encourages us to do more stuff like that. Something that we are passionate about, documenting our history here in Cornwall, i.e., World War II, and anything that we think is interesting. Now, it's not just the World War II timeframe that we're interested in. We're interested in the steam movement, the mining movement, the Industrial Revolution movement, and the seafaring movement, folks. So, this is what we're interested in. And I hope that our videos reflect that. So, yeah, please check out TWEX, Two Wheel Exploration. His knowledge, folks, Adam's knowledge is just amazing. Charlotte, hi, how you doing? How's Jenna? Is she all right? Hope so. Good. Yeah, so we have been quite busy now. On Monday, because usually I have Mondays off, I did a bit of a walk, and I went to this wooded valley, which is not far from where is it from? Gweek. If you know where Gweek is, it's right at the end of the Halford River. Now, I was alerted by a member of the crew. I think it was Chris and Sophie, and they said that this path, it's privately owned, of course, but it's publicly accessible. So we did a walk, folks, and I think that's going to be a gift that keeps giving. So we're going to be going down there again at some stage. Yeah, I'm all good. Yeah, just a bit tired from work today, but it's Friday tomorrow. Yay! Friday tomorrow, folks. So yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Now, I haven't flown the drone for a few days, as you probably are aware. The last time I flew the drone was 7 days ago, which is no, it's even before that, folks, because I haven't actually flown for a while now. It's got to be well over a week. Yeah, 9 days, 10 days ago, we last used the drone. So I need to pull my finger out and get some drone stuff done, shouldn't I? So TF Friday, yeah. Yeah, good stuff, eh? Now, I have started a new model. I've not really filmed it, I don't think, but it's this one here, folks. Look at this. This is a P38 Thunderbolt, and as you can see, it's in drab color. I think, what color is it actually? Let's have a look. Oh, it's just camouflage green. Camouflage green. So we've done quite a bit on this one. We've put the wings on. We've given it a coat of paint. Did you see that then? There was an orb floating right behind me then. That was weird. Look. No, not that side. Over here. There's an orb over here. This house should not be haunted because it's a new build, folks. But anyway, there you go. That's the ongoing project right now. So we're going to be doing a bit more on this on camera. So it should be good. Yeah. The other aircraft is now complete, which is the Mustang. It is finished. It's not what I would call an oil painting. It's not, honestly, but it's all right. It's acceptable. Here we go. So you're going to have a look. Shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. Mind you, this was farmland before this was built. I know that because I'm from this area where we are. My family originally came from just over a mile away. Right, here we go, folks. This is the Mustang, and as you can see, it's... oh, I need to do the props actually. Yeah, I did kind of do the props, but not properly. Get it? Prop? Yeah, whatever. But yeah, essentially that is pretty much complete, pretty much. So I'm quite pleased with that. I tell you what I do have to do, is put some of this on. This is a decal. I think that light's too bloody bright in it, but it helps with the decals. You can see the decals, look, they're not quite, they're a bit matte. So that helps with that. But yeah, essentially that's ready to be put on. Did you see that orb then? Mind you, I do have some old things in this place which I own, so it could be that they've got spirit attached to them. Ooh, spooky. Right, let's just put that back up there a minute, out the way. Is it going to stay there? It better do. Right, yeah, no, we haven't actually done a ghost hunt for a while, have we? So hopefully next week, me and David will be out on the Wednesday as normal. This Wednesday was I had to go and visit somebody, folks, but yeah, didn't really go to plan, but never mind, not to worry. But yeah, next Wednesday we're going to research somewhere, and we've got a couple of places to go and look at, so that should be good, folks. So I have actually bought a new gadget for restoration works. Sarah, hi Sarah, how you doing? Now, if you've been watching for a while, you'll know that I own a Simba, which is a little step-through scooter. It's a copy of a Honda 90. Obviously, I do have the Honda Super Cub, which is the brand new one, but my Simba is my bike I used to ride prior to buying the bikes that we've got on the road right now. Now, it is looking a bit tired now. Now, it's been over in David's place for a little while, and it requires a bit of welding. Right at the very rear part of the mudguard, there's a piece of metal that's snapped off, and it's been like that for a while now. So I'm going to be doing a series of videos restoring that bike. So we're going to take it completely to bits, folks, and put it back together again. But this time we're going to remove all the rust and all the bits that need... Adam, you are cooking on gas, mate. Yes. Yes. Adam knows me very well, I think. Yes, we're going to change the color. We're going to change it to NATO green. What do you reckon, Adam? NATO green. I reckon that'll be quite nice. Now, I want to show you a new tool that we've got. It's only a cheap thing, but still. It's not an unboxing, folks. Honest. It's just a cheapy tool. Hello, Mark. How you doing? Right. So what this is, it's a mini grinder. And as you can see, I've got a flappy paddle disc on it for rust removal. And, we're going to use this for removing all the rust on that bike, especially at the rear end. I'll just demonstrate what it's like, folks. It's going to be quite noisy, so bear with me a moment. Now, the good thing about this, it runs off batteries, folks. So it's completely portable. And so, yeah, we're going to be... it also come with some extra discs and what have you, because it's actually a grinder, folks. So we've got a diamond edge cutting disc. We've got a saw blade for cutting bushes and whatever. And also, we've got some grinding cutting discs here. So we're going to be bringing later on to the channel, not right away, because I've still got to build my shed at the minute, but I've come up with a fix for that for now. so we can keep the bikes in undercover, folks. Now, because obviously I'm getting a bit annoyed that my bikes are getting wet all the time. So we've bought, and I was going to buy one anyway. I'll just put this in here a minute. There we go. It came with 2 batteries as well, so it's really cool, folks. So um, it's only going to be a small doing small jobs basically. So, with that flappy disc on it, it's going to be ideal for like removing the paint and removing the rust and what have you. And it's quite small, so you can get it in little fiddly spots and that. But yeah, we've got eye protection as well, so that's really good. So yeah, we've bought a polytunnel, and the polytunnel to start with is going to be my workshop prior to me building the shed. Now we've got permission to build the shed, and I just haven't had the chance to get on with that because of work commitments and what have you, and life in general gets in the way, folks. So my son is helping me build that. Um, Hopefully over the weekend we can get the polytunnel up, and I've got a small solar system which I can use. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, yeah, it's really good, eh? So yeah, we're going to be using the polytunnel basically for my workshop prior to us getting the workshop done, if you know what I mean, because obviously I can't have my bikes being exposed to the. Yes, Adam. Yeah, I know you totally understand that, mate. Um, so yeah, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be stripping the Simba down inside of the polytunnel. The polytunnel does have little windows on it, so we can open the windows up if it's too flipping hot, or we can have the door open and what have you. So the solar system I've got is a Bluetti, and it's just there actually. It's a biggish box, and we've got a 200-watt solar panel wherever it is. Don't know what I've done with it. Uh, do you know what? I only had that the other day. Oh, it's over the other side of the room. Sorry. So we've got 200-watt solar panel. Hopefully we can get the shed done before 8 weeks, something like that. Get it finished and finalised. Inside the shed for winter work, we're going to put a diesel heater in, one of those heaters that you put in like vans and what have you. This one that I'm getting has got a standard 3-pin plug, so you can plug it straight into like the main sort of thing, but we're going to plug it in via the solar system there, so it'll work off grid basically, so it's self-sufficient, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's really good, folks. Now, videos. We've got a few things on the back burner. I do want to do a couple of revisits, hopefully with Adam. Adam doesn't know this yet, but I'm going to run it by him tomorrow evening because Adam's coming over tomorrow evening. So we get an extra few videos out there, folks, and we've got potentially permission visit coming up. So I've got to talk with the landowner of this World War II location. I've got his contact details. So this should be a really good one. Also, I have noticed there's been another YouTuber down in Cornwall, and he's very much like-minded with his girlfriend, and they're called Phoenix History. Check him out. I thought essentially when I first seen his videos, I thought he was didn't like ladies, shall we say, but he does. So he's all good. He's all good. Go and check him out, folks. Yeah. So they were in Cornwall fairly recently. I gave them some pinpointers. So hopefully next time they come down, they might actually want to tag along with us. So that should be good, shouldn't it, folks? Um, what else? What else? Going to get the boat out again. The boat is here now. I don't know if I said that. I think I said that last time, didn't I? We're going to do the Halford River. Now, obviously, David is my transport for that. Hopefully, we can get Chris on board with that as well. And Sophie, we haven't seen them for a little while. I'm hoping that we see them at the weekend because so we can get a few things finalised, because we do need the complete crew, and we are going to do an annual fry up soon, or burgers in the bun again, which is really good. I don't think we've been down Chris and Sophie's for about 6 weeks now, which is just quite a long time, folks. Food, it's not our fault, it's not their fault. It's just because of work and what have you, on both parts, really. So yeah. Um, what else? Yeah, the drone. We're going to do some more drone stuff, folks. I know you guys like that. I have noticed there is a few more drone pilots here in Cornwall at the moment, so that's kind of cool, isn't it? I think over the next few weeks, Cornwall's going to get really, really busy with holiday makers and what have you. So it's and of course the weather as well, folks. It's going to get really, really hot and really sticky. So hopefully because we've got summer holidays coming up, and over that time, we're going to be out as much as we can, documenting as much as we can, folks. I am going to be doing a bit more cycling, a push bike cycling. I've got my bike just behind me here. It's just in the hallway out the way there. And I bought these new lights. They're really, really powerful. So we're going to do a bit of nighttime cycling, I think. Probably do the Portreath to Devon tram line because I live kind of right next to it almost. So yeah, that should be good, shouldn't it, folks? Right, let's have a look at some locations that potentially we've got on the back burner. Right, so what's on here then? Layers. Wait a minute. Right, okay. Right, so let's start with a bit of North Cornwall, shall we, folks? Now, we've got plans to go up to North Cornwall again, and we've been made aware of something which is quite interesting near a place called Polzeath. Now, Polzeath, it's a very wealthy, well-to-do area, and there's a lot of it's a hot subject, folks. There's a lot of second homeowners up there, which most Cornish people don't like that. But putting that aside, there's a World War II location up there which I would like to have a look at, and I do believe that there could be a ROC post around there as well, which I think would be quite interesting. David, hi David, how you doing? Thank you, David. I hope you're good, mate. I've been watching some of your videos, your cycling videos. I noticed you've done a couple of Bandon Explorers recently, haven't you? That's really good. Oh yes, of course, Charlotte. Now, Sean. Now he's changed the name of his channel. Let's see if I can get it a moment. Bear with me a moment. Now, Sean is a member of my channel, and he does have his own YouTube channel, folks. So you'll need to check him out. Yeah, yeah. No worries. Okay. Bear with me. Bear with me. Right. There we go. Right. Right. Okay. So I think we might be getting somewhere. Right. So Sean is a member, and he has a YouTube channel, and it's called Expedition Cornwall, folks. And it's him and his brother, and I do believe it's a couple of doggos. They go exploring, very similar to what we do, of course, but on a slightly different take. So check him out. Check him out and say that we sent you. I will try. I don't know if I can do this. I'm going to try to share it. Share channel ID. Right. Share channel. Share channel. Can I do this? Come on. Copy. Right. Okay. So I'm going to try. Right. I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, I think so. Have I done it? Have I done it, folks? I've learned something. Yeah, there you go. Oh, thank you, Mark. Mark did it as well. I did it. I did it. Learn something. Get on. Okay. Yeah, check him out, folks. He does some great stuff. It's not just exploring that he does. It's paranormal investigations and walking and all sorts. Now he has actually done something that we've got on the back burner. You'll see that he went to the Isles of Scilly recently. It was his birthday. He's done Madron Workhouse. We've done that. He also has got the location of where me, David, and the crew have been and done a ghost hunt before. And yeah, it's really interesting. He also went to the old care home down at Hale that we did. So yeah, it's really good, folks. So yeah, check him out. Check him out. Go check him out. So it's really good. Adrian, hi mate, how you doing? Yeah, brilliant stuff, eh? Any questions? Any questions at all? This is not my work shirt, folks. This is a shirt that Mrs. Kernow got me. We don't work for them. We work for another cleaning company. He's not in chat tonight, our member, so I don't know why, but never mind. I'm not going to ask. Ooh, what the hell was that? Yeah, oh. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, let's log out of that because we don't want any disturbance from that, do we? So let's do that a moment. Okay, and get rid of that, and then back in the room. Yay, yay! So, I have done a bit of sorting out. We've got majority of our possessions out of storage now. I do have a couple of vintage bicycles which I want to bring back. One's an RSW, which is a really small bike from 1966. It's quite an old one, it's rally, and also got a BSA shopper bike, which I've had for quite a number of years now. And we've got a few miscellaneous bits and pieces to bring back, but essentially, folks, everything that we use for the YouTube channel is here now, which is quite cool. I tell you what I did find recently, which we're going to be bringing to the channel very, very soon, is pictures. I found this, folks. This is my old Sony camera, and this is quite a special one because it's got a optical zoom, folks. But that means that you can really zoom in like that. It's got, I think it's over a 20 optical zoom on it. So I'm going to be doing a load of pictures with that from like the local hills like Carnbray, St Agnes Beacon, Tregonning Hill, and down in West Cornwall and what have you. So that should be really good. Urbixie. Hi mate, how's it going? Yeah, not bad, not bad. Yeah, that could be deemed explicit. Anyway, I think it's time for a beer, isn't it? Let's crack one open, shall we? think it would be rude not to. It's only a cheap one tonight, folks, but it's all right. Oh, oh, disgusting, aren't I? I should be ashamed of myself. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're trying. What I'm trying to do, mate, is on a usual, like a Thursday night, I'm going to try my best to get a live stream done because I think it's engaging with you. And obviously, you guys, if you have any questions or if you want an area filmed or if you have any suggestions, or we just chat about whatever in it. Yeah, so it's just nice to interact with you guys, isn't it? Now, I'm also into model railways, and I have been for a very long time. And it's only in recent times that I've upgraded to DCC sound. And this locomotive here does have that. This is a, oh, you can't really see it, can you? Can you see it? There we go. It's an austerity, folks. But this one has sound, and also it has a light in the cab as a flickering fire. Wasn't exactly cheap, but they never are. So we're going to be later on at some point. We're going to be doing the model railways, and we'll film it as well, and we'll try and incorporate that into the channel a little bit. And if you guys don't like that, then we can put it, excuse me, put it on the blogs channel or the extra channel. So yeah, should be good. So yeah, I'm going to buy a diesel heater for my shed, and I'm going to film installing that. That should be quite good because obviously, in the winter months, because where we used to live prior to the place that we came from here, um, that garage that we had was flipping freezing, folks, and I couldn't just do anything in there because it was just too cold. Urbexy, yeah, it's really good stuff, mate. I've got quite a lot, and a lot of the newer stuff as well. Yeah, that's not good, is it, Adam? No. Yeah, my stuff's double O. I'll just show you a couple of the new things that I bought recently. Well, not recently, not mega recently, but recent-ish. Back in the room. Oh yeah, yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Mark, I had a bad experience at work today. David actually works with me as well. So does Mrs. Kernow, and we was waiting, and the boss came in, and I let a flipping humongous fart out, and it was, oh man, you could cook it. It was that bad. Oh jeez. I don't know if David's watching or not. He might be. But oh, it was disgusting. Jeez, I don't normally do massive farts like that, honest. But yeah, Mrs. Kernow is probably watching because I heard her laughing, but she's right next to me, and it was a oh my god, it was a humdinger. Motorcycle parts more important. Yeah, yeah, totally, Adam. Totally agree. Here we go. This is a Dapple, and it's a Great Western Railway carriage. I know you can't really see it very clear, but it is the detail on it, folks, is just amazing. Now, to pull that, we've got a GWR, Great Western Railway, um, little saddle tank, and this one's got DCC sound. I know you can't really see it very clear, can you? Sorry about that, folks. It's a bit dusty as well. I'll go into depth a bit later on, not tonight, of course, but I'll do a dedicated video for those eventually. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, Adam. Did I do one the other day as well? I did, didn't I? Yeah. It depends what I eat, folks. It's not terribly good. Oh, more tea, Vicar. No, only joking. Um, Chris is the member of the crew. Hey, it's good to see you, mate. Hopefully, we'll see you at the weekend, all being well. So yeah, oh, Mark, what are you saying? Yeah, we do tend to let rip sometimes. I try not to do it on camera, folks, but sometimes it's unavoidable, isn't it? Like sometimes you just can't help it. But but David is the worst one of everybody. Chris knows that. Oh yeah, we've got a story about David, right? And Chris can back me up on this. At the old house, because we used to have the garage, didn't we? Me and Chris was doing something in the garage. I don't know if it was something to do with the Bedford Rascal or the Land Rover or whatever it was, but David went through a stage where his gas, if you want to call it that, was toxic, right? And he went. Me and Chris were down the other end of the shed, and he came in, deliberately dropped one, a really bad one, loud, and oh, the smell. It was like a German gas bomb, basically. And he shut the door and he locked us in there. He locked us in there with this stink. And me and Chris were like dying because we couldn't breathe because of the smell. It was disgusting, folks. Oh, jeez, man. It was bad. I'm sure Chris could back me up on that. But yeah, really, really bad. Um, since then, he's not too bad at like what he was anyway. He was really bad. So yeah, North Cornwall. So let's go back to the plans that we've got. So we're going to go back to Davidstow. Later on, me and Adam potentially. I'm not. It's not set in stone, folks, but potentially going to do an overnighter there. And we've got a few things that have not really been seen. I'm not going to say too much about that because it's not set in concrete, but it's an idea right now. It's an idea, and it's a good idea. And I'm pretty sure that me and Adam could carry enough equipment on the bikes, like a tent, sleeping bag, cook stuff, food, lights, whatever, um, to do an overnighter. I've got the top box, and I've got panniers as well, which do hold quite a lot of stuff. So um, that's really good. And also, I've got another bag which can strap on the back of the bike as well. So basically, I've got a top box, two panniers, and another bag, and even a rucksack as well. So I don't think we need to carry too much stuff like that. It's just take what you need, basically. So yeah, that should be really good. There's a few things around there which we want to look at, and also not a million miles from there, there is something. Um, I'm not going to say too much about it because we couldn't really gain permission when I turned up at the site some time ago. But I have got the contact details for the landowner, so I'm hoping to work something and we get a good video out of that. So that should be really good. Also, potentially could fly the drone around there as well. Now, I did do a flying visit to Minions not long ago, but the camera had a malfunction, folks. So I didn't film anything. I did take a couple of pictures, but since then they've been deleted, which is a bit of an idiotic moment for me. But over there is Carden Hill, whatever. I'm eating it, aren't I? Because I'm not from that area. I don't, it's a bit different up there, isn't it? But anyway, there's Phoenix Mine, I believe. Let's just see it. Yeah, Carradon, Carradon, Carradon Mining District. That's it. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So there's a mine there. I'm eating. I'm eating it. I'm not going to say much more about it because I know that you know it's not a. There's a massive landmark up there, the transmitter, which is quite interesting. I have got quite a few pinpointers around there, so yeah, should be good. So we will go there and we will check it out. Thank you, Charlotte. Yeah, I kind of made a mess of that, didn't I? So, yeah, really good, eh? Right. Okay. Now, we do have quite a few pinpointers not far from Plymouth, not far from Tor Point. And I know quite a bit about the area. And we want to go to Maker Heights. Now, Maker Heights is just outside of Kingsland, which is on the Cornwall side, and it's near Mount Edgecombe. Okay, so obviously you might know where that is. There's a lot of Palmerston forts up there, folks, and I've got them all pinpointed. Now, there's a gentleman that we are a member of who went there a few years ago. You might know who this is. It's Mr. Matthew Williams, the Secret Vault. The Secret Vault. He went there with Derelict Plymouth Unearthed, I believe, and had a nosy around up there. I think he might have took Exploring the Fighters with him. I'm not sure actually. So yeah, that's been on the back burner for probably 3 years now, which is crazy. Just it's a bit of a trek from down here, folks. But yeah, we're going to be doing that. I'm going to make a concerted effort to get that done at the end part of summer holidays because we just need to do it, folks. There's a number of forts up there. There's one which is very easy to get to, and we've got it. That's my son in there, by the way. He's playing PlayStation at the moment. He does a lot of online gaming and what have you. Now, where is it? Where is it? That's not it there. Here we go. Got it there. Right, there is a fort, and I've been in communication with the guys that are in charge of it. It is derelict, but there is a group that look after it. I have spoken to them, and they just want a small donation, and we can basically have the key and go in and do as much film as we like. There's no flight restriction there, so we can fly the drone, so that's really cool. We're going to base ourselves at the canteen, which is at Maker Heights, and it is a camping area, but also it's got a lot of Napoleonic and World War II bits and pieces. There's a HAA there. Now, in case you don't know what that is, I know that some of you will. Heavy anti-aircraft battery. Yeah, yeah, I've managed to upload the majority of them. I've still got a couple motorcycle rides, and I've got another ghost hunt which we did with David, and I've got one other video besides that. So I've got about 4 videos left on the back burner. So I've got to keep them there. Forsaken, hi mate, how you doing? Yeah, that's your neck of the woods. Yeah, you should go up there, mate, over at Maker Heights, and go and check it out because there used to be, you won't believe it, but there used to be a narrow gauge railway line up there for the military. And there's bits of the track bed still there apparently, but you've got to know where to look. We've got those pinpointed. So um, to be fair, I might have to do an overnighter. I might have to say sod it and take the tent and stay at the canteen because I know they do camping and that. And so, yeah, if we did an overnight, then obviously at dusk or whatever, because you can walk straight from there across up the road from where the canteen is and down a bit. And there's even more. There's a mini fort there. There's gun installations there. There's a battery down there, and it's just stuff that is there is just amazing. There's an old fort there as well, which I've just noticed. So we shall have to pinpoint that as well. So I'll just do that while we're here right now. So I've got it ready for next time. So yeah, Palmerston forts and World War II installations at um, Maker Heights. What a place, folks! What a place. You can imagine why that is heavily defended. Back in Napoleonic times, they were worried about the French, and then later on, World War One. Obviously, they didn't really invade over here, but World War Two, Plymouth. No, Plymouth was heavily bombed during World War Two, as you can imagine, and that's why Corsands stroke Mount Edgecombe was highly fortified, basically. And of course, Down Thomas as well, that area around there, which is to the southeast of Plymouth, I think it is. There's a lot down there as well. There's Stratton Point Battery, which we'd like to go and look at, but we'd have to go over the bridge to have a look at that one, I'm afraid. But still, I think it's worth a visit. Um, so yeah, we've got a lot likes of there. There's a lot there that we need to look at, and also there's a lot at where's this to? Oh yeah, yeah, that's Lou. We've done Lou. We went to Lou, didn't we? We had a look at that abandoned place up there, which was quite good. Me, Chris, and Sophie. That was a good one. That. To be fair, folks, there is more up there than what you think, but it's finding the time to get over there and have a look, basically. But I'm sure we will at some point. There's something there actually. I might have to put a pinpointer there a minute. Sorry, I'm doing research, talking to you guys. I'm doing 2 in 1 here. Right, there we go. And then we'll put one there as well because that looks like a gun battery right there. So we'll just put a pinpoint there. Now, I use Google Maps for all my research, folks, and word of mouth as well from obviously my crew members. Now, Chris and Sophie are really good at finding Tim. Hi, Tim. Tim, yeah, that is definitely on the cards as well, mate. I do generally like areas that we have done. I do generally know what I'm talking about. Um, but obviously, like the Palmerston areas, obviously we've not done that before. I do know a little bit of the history of why they're there. Um, but yeah, we will have to do some digging on those locations to give you more of an insight to it. Oh, right, you're from Portsmouth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is. Yeah, I do believe there's Palmerston forts out in the river there, isn't there? Is it the river or the ocean? One or the other, anyway. I know my friend Matthew Williams has done quite a bit on those, over on his boat and what have you. There is, Adam. That's on a roundabout, mate. I've actually seen that. Yeah, 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 yeah. So going forward, folks, I may have, I think I have said this before that we're we're going to be moving forward with the permission visits rather than um, just rolling with it. But yeah, I know that trespass is not a crime, but I think permission visits are probably the best thing for us. To be fair, um, but sometimes, if it's such a location that I've got to go and film it without permission, then so be it. But if we can get permission, then that is my preferred avenue, if you know what I mean. Indeed, Adam. Yes, yeah. Well, I would like to get a permission visit at RAF Portreif, and I know that Two Wheel would join me on that one. I've got contacts down there, and it looks like that it might happen real soon. So, yeah, I think that's going to be an awesome one. And obviously, when we do that, I'll have to be careful what I film in case the MOD don't want it filmed. Yes, that could be very interesting. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Now, I'm a member of another YouTuber who is called IKS Exploration, Chris and Ian and crew, and they've actually been underground in a couple of Palmerston forts near their neck of the woods. Okay, Charlotte has a question. Fire away, Charlotte. I'm all ears. Oh, we've been on nearly an hour. Good Lord. Yeah, there is that, mate. There is that, of course. I think what I have done is, oh, my socket set's just hit me in the foot. Terribly sorry. What I have done is I've scouted a location out and filmed it, and then I ask permission. And if they say no, then you've already got a video anyway. Now, I have done that. I'm not going to say where, when, who, and what, but there was a very old building which I filmed a few years ago, pardon, and they wouldn't give me permission. But luckily, I filmed it already. So that's a way around it. But it's, the thing is with likes of me down here in Cornwall, I'm quite well known. Now, there is a chap called the Bearded Explorer that did a car grave, and I couldn't film it, folks, because my dad knows the owner, and the owner's son was absolutely livid with that. So, out of respect through a family friend, I couldn't film it. Simple as that. I just could not film it because they throw the book at me, wouldn't they? Because they know who I am, So he really shot us in the foot down here, the Bearded Explorer. So, you know, I'm not totally against him, but it's sometimes you just can't film things because of who you know or people that know you. Well, if it's abandoned, then you're not going to get permission, are you? You know, it's simple as that. Now, Captain Cornish knows of a location that we initially found. We tried to find the owner folks, but they've passed away and there's no family to take it on. So we couldn't gain permission basically. No. But there is sites that I know of which I've not filmed because the family are still around and they know us because obviously I'm from Camborne and Redroof and I'm very well known around Camborne and Redroof. Um, Anybody that's lived in the Redroof area, stroke Camborne, is going to know about us because, you know, um, KERNOW EXP, the name is very well known now. And I just got to be so careful now. And this is why some locations I won't film it. Simple as that, because the backlash, folks. We have had backlash. Believe me, we have, and I've dug myself out of it, and it's just aggro. You know, don't need it. Don't need aggro. Um, See that orb there? What the hell? Is there any spirits here? Yeah, Forsaken. It's not good, is it, mate? It kind of puts you off. It puts me off. You know, this is why we don't do too much urbexing now. I still will do it, folks. Yeah, of course I will. If it's a place that, you know, is at threat and it's getting trashed, then we will do it to get it documented. Adam is on the money there. Yeah, it's okay, Charlotte. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing this for quite a while now, folks, and off camera we've had a lot of stink. And I don't want to bring drama to my channel, and I'm just not doing it. Simple as that. But anybody that is rude or says that we break in or anything like that, I'll try to have a conversation with them. If you can't reason with them, then they get blocked. Simple as that. You know. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. So we just don't need it. Basically, I know that quite a few other YouTubers have had a lot of drama, but I won't bring it to my channel. Simple as that. If you're rude, then you're gone. Simple as that. You know, I just won't have it. And we do work hard behind the scenes, folks, to get these locations. And it's like that. Tim, yeah, that is something that we have started bringing to the channel, such as the fort that we did a little while back. And well, me and David, well, the last video that I've put up, which was earlier today, me and David have discovered a round. Now, this is ancient, and I wanted to get to it the other day, but we got spooked off because of a bull. And well, at least I thought it was a bull, folks. It may not have been. It might have been something else. But I've titled it "A Failed Explorer." It's 12 hours ago, and I have been to the site before, but I wanted to get David down there, and that sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? But yeah, it was a fail. Yeah, I remember Adam saying about this. Yeah, we don't really want interaction with the police folks. This is why we don't push our boundaries too much anymore. Sophie, I think we want to come down Saturday if that's all right. We need to do something with you and Chris. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? Oh God, I meant we need you back. Come, come back to Kernow, Chris and Sophie. Yeah, it's been ages, isn't it? Hope you're good. Um, I seen a video that Haley put up the other day of you falling down. Fucking- I thought it was quite funny. Yeah, yeah, great. I'm glad you're all both good. Yeah, it's due to, like I said earlier, Chris and Sophie work, me and David work, Adam works, and sometimes, folks, that gets in the bloody way, doesn't it? Um, yeah, yeah. I was rolling, Sophie. I thought it was absolutely amazing, and she laughed her head off, didn't she? Awesome, awesome. Yeah. So hopefully we'll see you Saturday. We'll we'll speak to Chris tomorrow or something to confirm it or whatever. But yeah, Urbexin is not finished with us, folks. We're not finished with it. All right. But like what Adam said, certain places. Oh, lovely, Sophie. Yeah, man. Um, certain places we've got to have permission. Doesn't matter. We cannot trespass on an active MOD site. We need permission. I've got contacts, so we're going to work on that. Yes, mate. Yeah, yeah, I'm on the bitter, only the cheap stuff, but it's all right. Um, so me and Adam are going to be working on that um, behind the scenes, folks. We've got a few things on the back burner regarding that. I've got contacts, and I'm going to work on that. So hopefully, in the next 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, me and Adam will go and get this permission visit sorted. If the crew want to come as well, I'm sure we can accommodate that. No worries. Last Sunday was awesome, folks, with Adam and Jeff, our group expert. Big shout out to Jeff. He came all the way from Germany, and I think I did a fairly good job at being the cameraman. Adam was the star that day, folks. So a big shout out to Two Wheel Exploration. Big shout out. Tim, yeah, I totally agree, mate. Um, this round that we were going to, technically it was on private land, but I kind of know who they are, and I'm sure if we were discovered, I probably could have talked my way out of it. But yeah, there is a beach somewhere in Cornwall which has got connections to D-Day. Adam will know exactly where it is. They won't allow just anybody to go on it, which I don't like that. You know, it's not a good move really. So yeah, you're probably wondering what's Kerno got here. I've got my radio here, and this is actually connected to a mag mount, and it's on PMR, folks. And I've just rigged it up, and it's working. So that's kind of cool. Now we do use radios. These radios, they're all programmed into um, things that you can legally listen to. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, we do use them as well for when we're on a big explores or an explore where we need. Yeah, that was pretty full on, wasn't it, mate? But we did it though. Well, Adam was the mining mole that day, folks. He Okay. What channel are you going to be on, mate? What number? I don't know if I can get you because I got the aerial in the window, which is pointing out St Agnes Way. Are you on 9-3? Is it 9-3? Hang on. Zero 093 093. Anyone out there? Oh, H1. Right. Okay. Whoops. 081 081. Any copies? Any copies? This is Kernow calling. Kernow calling. Good evening. Who am I speaking to? Hi, John. Just trying to get Adam on the radio. I'm on high ground in Red Roof.
Yeah, you're doing all right down here. No signal, but I can hear everything you're saying.
Excellent. I'm really pleased that that is working, John. My aerial's pointing out towards St Agnes Way. Quite amazed that I can actually get you. So hopefully I've got Adam on the background there. Over.
Yeah, I mean, well, Adam is just down the road from you, isn't he? But saying that, in built-up areas, the range can be, down to sort of a few hundred yards in built-up areas, but line of sight just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, roger that, mate. I'm on high ground, not far from Scoria, right at the top there, near the factory shop. So hopefully, Adam, if you're there, mate, can I get a copy? Over. It doesn't look like we've got Adam.
Come on, Adam, where are you?
Hello, hello, hello.
There's something going on in the background.
Yeah, he's probably going out to the garage, I should imagine, to see if he can get his radio working. Hopefully, he's got it charged up.
Yeah. Hang on there a sec, Kernow. Yeah. Adam, was that you?
We're live on YouTube, folks.
Adam, was that you? Yeah, I could have swore I heard him then, Kernow.
Yeah, roger that. I did hear him just briefly. Over.
Yeah, I didn't hear you then. Yeah, go again, Kernow.
Yeah, I'd heard Adam just briefly, but very faint. Over.
Yeah, he's going from, I can hear, just about hear the noise changing to, I can just about tell it's him sort of thing. Can't hear what he's saying, but yeah.
Adam, if you can hear me, you need to get on higher ground, mate. Over. Well, folks, that's interesting, isn't it? So we're speaking to John, and he's all the way down at Penzance. Now, me and Adam was over at Penhell Army Camp, and he had his radio like this one because he's got the green one, which we've got it over there. And John was coming in clear as a bell. Now, this works on line of sight, folks, so it's just amazing, really, isn't it? Okay, John, I'm just going to monitor for a moment. Over.
Yeah, no problem there. Well, nice to talk to you.
Yeah, you too, mate.
Yeah, radio, stand by.
Right, so that's the radio. They're the radios that we use when we're out doing our missions and that. There's quite a few channels on that, so we use on a sub channel, so therefore we don't get any interference, folks. Let's catch up with the chat a moment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right there, Tim. Now I know somebody. I'm not going to say who they are, right? But there was a person that I know, and she went down this path, and it is a public right of way. No one's used it for like 20, 30 years. And this farmer came out and challenged her and said, "Excuse me, what are you doing here?" And she said, "Oh, it's a public right of way." She said, the farmer said, "Oh, I hope that you don't tell anybody about this because I don't want anybody walking on my land. Yet it's a public right of way." So this is what a lot of these farmers, I'm not going to mention names or anything like that, but there's a lot of people like that don't want anyone walking around anywhere. You know, if it's a public right of way, then you're allowed to, aren't you? Yeah. So I did give my crew members a radio a while back. It was one of the older ones. It was one of these ones, folks. Actually, no, not that one. But it's one of the older type radios that we got. And Dave's got his still. I think Chris has still got his. I know that Adam has got his as well, which is really good. So yeah. So, boat adventures. We're going to be doing more of that over summer holidays. Probably not going to do much with that until summer holidays come in about 5 weeks' time, something like that. So, yeah, should be good. Any questions at all? Any questions? You want to know anything? We're going to be doing some droning stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Adam's right there. I heard you on the radio, Adam. I just briefly heard you. So that goes to show that that is working. So that setup I got is working, mate. That's really good. So how far are you from here? You've got to be at least 5 miles away, haven't you? You've got to be. That's amazing, eh? Now the Simba bike that does have off-road tires on it, and we're going to be doing some green laning with that once it's all sorted, folks. It's not going to be for a while. It might be before the end, just before the end of summer, before we get a chance to ride it. It does require an MOT, so oh, it's all right, mate. But I did hear you. I heard you on the radio, Adam. So that's kind of cool, isn't it? But yeah, so we will be doing a few byways off-roading with that bike, folks, on legal byways, of course. You know, hopefully with Adam in a few months' time. We'll see how that gets on. Any questions? Any questions? We've been on over an hour now, which is the longest live stream we've done for ages, isn't it? Right. So let's go back to some other locations that we want to look at. We want to go back to the Roseland. There's a nice walk that I want to do down there. I'm pretty sure you guys will like it. It's at St Anthony, and we want to base ourselves down at Place Ferry Jetty. Now, I know I can park the bike around there, so that's kind of cool. And we can walk from there all the way around Place Manor, all the way around that little bit of headland there. And potentially there's some World War II little bits and pieces around there which we want to look at as well. And all the way to the gun battery at St Anthony. So that will incorporate 1, 2, 3, 4 little coves basically. So that should be quite good. Also, there's another little walk that we've had on the back burner for a little while. I'm trying to think where that is at the moment. Yeah, it's a bit difficult actually. But yeah, there's a couple of extra bits along there which we want to document, which do look quite interesting. But yeah, we need to get down there to basically have a look at it. So there is a massive walk we could do, but it depends really on a combination of things. It's weather, it's can we go that far? Can we have someone with us? And it's quite a long walk, to be fair, but it does look really, really interesting. We have actually been to Percurl, Percurl, Keel, Percule, Percule. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Eh? Oh, I don't know. We've done a walk around there before, and that went down really well. But this is another little bit which I don't remember. Wait a minute. No, that's another one, that is. That looks quite interesting, doesn't it? Yeah. But can we actually get across to that? I don't know. Ooh, food for thought, folks. Yeah, actually, there's a decent walk there. And there's parking there. So, yeah, okay. All right, folks. Hello, Jeff. How you doing, mate? Yeah, it's just a general chat tonight, Jeff. Jeff is our group expert, so say hi to Jeff, please. Hope you've enjoyed your time here. Are you still in the UK at the moment, mate, or have you gone back to where you live? But hope you had a good time. Hope we didn't bore you. I'm sure that you enjoyed yourself because we certainly enjoyed having you over. It was nice to catch up. So yeah, there's a massive walk there, which does look very interesting, and there's a pathway that goes through those woods as well. So I wonder what stuff's hidden in those woods. That would be quite interesting. Yeah, okay. That's my son. I don't know if you can hear my son, but he's live streaming. So big boat adventure. Me and David initially are going to go to the Halford Passage, and we're going to launch the boat from there. And I'm going to use the external fuel tank, and we're going to go all the way up the river as far as we can. Never done that before. I've done quite a bit around there, as you can imagine. I do know the area fairly well now. I never used to, folks, but I definitely do know the way around up there now. So yeah, we could. The thing is, once we get certain area like Tremaine Key, the river gets a bit tidal there, and there might be a bit of a rip there. Now we do have that 6.5 horse outboard, which is very powerful. It certainly sent me and David along a lot faster than what the other outboard that we had. So yeah, there's a creek there. I never noticed that before. I wonder what's hidden in there. That could be... Oh, hang on. That looks really interesting, doesn't it? We'll put a pinpointer there, folks. There we go. Done it. Right, okay, let's get back to chat. Hi, Danny. Good to see you, mate. No, you're not too late, really. We're not going to be on for much longer, so let's get some questions in. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any suggestions? Anybody have any walking videos they would like done or us to look out at? Like I said, I'm not done with urbex, folks. I'm not. We are going to continue to do it, but using stealth mode a little bit more, to be fair. And also, I'm going to start filming again on these little things. These are body cameras. I have more than one. Yeah, please subscribe to Two Wheel Exploration. Please share the love, folks, and subscribe to everybody. Share the love. Oh, you're still there, mate? Oh, brilliant. Excellent. I hope you've been having a good time. Any questions before we go? I think we've covered a few things tonight, haven't we? Which is rather good. I do think the channel's going very nicely. I'm not actively pushing the channel anymore now. We've met our goal, folks. My goal, right? My goal, personal goal that is, was 2,500 subscribers, and we've passed it. So I would just like to say big thanks to everyone that has subscribed. It really, really means a lot to me. This is something that we've earned. We've not had this given to us. So at the last count, we're at 2,530 something. I'm just going to have a look right now. Oh, Charlotte messaged me. Sorry, I didn't see that. I do apologize. Right now, we've got 2,534 subscribers. So thank you, one and all. It really does mean a lot. Yeah, so, that's kind of like something that we've earned. Is that green? Is it, Jenny Bear? All right. Could I give you this 1 minute? Mrs. Kernow's here, folks. She might come and say hello to you all. Are you camera shy? Can I have that? Just give me the battery, please. I just want the battery. Yeah, I want the battery. Right. Wait, could you plug it back in? Can you see Mrs. Kernow, can you, folks? She'll come and say hello in a minute. Can you plug that back in, please? Yeah, you're on camera. Right, there we go. Right. So Mrs. Kernow's real name is Jenna. Robin, hi, mate. Right, do you want to wave to them, Mrs. Kernow? They can see you. Go and go. Do you want to say hello to them?
Howdy.
Hang on a minute.
I'm not a vocal man.
Just speak. Go and say hello.
Hello.
That's Mrs. Kernow, folks. That is Robin. Right. Okay. So a wooden hut above Smuggler's Cove at Portreeve. Is that the one near RAF Portreeve, mate? Smuggler's Cove, because there's a certain name for that. No, I don't remember seeing that, mate. But the cake down at Portreath, as everyone calls it, the cliff where there's like a piece missing. On top of that, there is a granite foundation up there, which looks like it potentially a foundation for a hut of some description. Um, but yeah, no, I don't remember that, mate. To be honest, I know one thing. Um, Lighthouse Hill, as we call it, down at Portreath. There's been a lot of new development happening down there, and if you've been away from the area for a long time, you probably have a job to recognise it now. Let's catch up with the comments again. Okay, so it's before my time, Robin, because I was born in 1976. So my dad will probably remember that, I should imagine. My dad's in his 70s now. He's not very well at the moment, which is not too good. Sophie says, "Hi, Jen." Jen says, "Hi, Sophie." No, we don't miss out Truro, Tim. We don't. We do go into Truro, but it's just not very often. It's not really a place that I would go. Well, when I was a kid, I used to go there every Saturday with my grandparents, so I've got fond memories of Truro. Just don't. I don't personally really go in there that often. If I do, it's generally going through, or if we do go to Truro, it's usually with Miss Wifey there and the boy, and I don't really film anything in Truro like that. Um, Perhaps I should. Would you like that? Would you like us to do a walk through Truro? We can do that for you. Oh, it was a lookout post. Right. Okay. No, I don't remember that. I'll have to. I'll do some research on that, Tim. See if we can actually find that. Yeah, Adam did work in Truro fairly recently. So obviously, if you're working in Truro, you don't really want to go and film it, do you? So if you would like us to do a dedicated Truro video, we can do that for you if you wish. Well, yeah, I kind of understand that, mate. Yeah, like Adam just said, working there every day was enough. Yeah, it is really, yeah. Um, I'll tell you what I could do for you guys, right? Is I could do a walk, the old Penwethers railway track line, which went from Penwethers Junction all the way down to Newham. And that used to be a railway yard there, and it was actually constructed by the Cornwall Mineral Railway. So it's very, very old. Um, My grandfather used to work for the GWR back in steam days, and he said to me that he was on a 45XX Prairie tank, and he was on the footplate, and he was like said, "Oh, you can come and ride down there with us if you want," and he did, and yeah, right, Smuggler's Cove. Yeah, it's not. It's just out of Portreath, basically. It's Yeah, we'll have to do some research on that. I'm not going to say anything because I might end up saying the wrong thing, so it's not terribly good, is it? Yeah, Sophie, you don't need to ask. You've all got an automatic invitation. You know that you and Chris can join us anytime. The thing is, folks, what we normally do is we only plan it a couple of days ahead, usually, and you know, yeah. Penwethers Junction. What do you reckon, then, folks? Would you like to see a dedicated walk video and a drone flight? Because I can fly. Did you see that orb then? Flipping heck. We can do a drone flight down there as well because there's no flight restriction around there. There is a new development going on near where the ROC post used to be in Truro. I do believe the RIC post is still there, but it's been blocked up. Okay, Adam. Yeah, we can arrange that perhaps in a week's time or something, when we're all available. Perhaps we could actually park on the outskirts and then walk into Tyrone, have Weatherspoons, and then go back again. That would be quite good, wouldn't it? Yeah, an idea. Well, I'm meeting Adam tomorrow night, folks, so we can finalise things tomorrow night. So that'll be quite good, wouldn't it? But yeah, the walk with the crew as well. We're seeing the crew on Saturday, so we'll finalise some things on Saturday as well. Any other questions before we go, folks? What time is it? Oh, it's not quite 10 yet, so it's okay. Oh, right. Yes, that's near Battery Hill, isn't it? Now, me and Adam with Jeff were near there the other day because we were looking for something else, which I'm not going to say much about that because, yeah. Tim, it's okay, mate. You know, we're here to serve you and people like you, because I know that we've got subscribers that can't walk as far as they used to, or don't go out for one thing and another, health reasons. And if there's things that you would like us to do, just let us know. Just let us know, mate. We are open to all suggestions regarding filming, walking, droning, anything like that. So yeah, there's also going to be some photography coming to the channel because we've got this up and running again. Hello, David. How you doing, mate? This has got optical zoom on it, folks. So that means I can really zoom in from afar, which is really cool. Now, from where we are, we can see St Agnes Beacon, and I zoomed in on it the other day, and it came up really, really clear. Hi, David. How you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Thanks for being a member. Really appreciate that. If you want to join a membership, folks, you can do so for as little as £1, and you get to see things that anyone else doesn't really get to see. Yeah, Robin, we'll try that out, mate. We will go down there and have a good look around and see if we can find some things that aren't always available to see. Yeah, that's right, mate. Yeah, we've done a bit of flying the drone around the cake, as we call it, because the cliff looks like a cake with a piece of cake that's been cut out. And we've done quite a bit of droning around there, as you can imagine. I've done a lot of droning in Portreath in general as well. So you're welcome, mate. No worries. Okay, so I think we've covered a lot of things tonight, haven't we? Yeah, yeah. Also, Robin and Tim, on the cake, I don't think many people know this, but um, there's a granite foundation up there, and I think that was some kind of other day marker for when the ships were coming in from South Wales, because obviously we know that was a coal yard, and there was a standard railway connection which came from Carnbray Yard all the way across down to. Good night, Danny. Thanks for dropping in, mate. So the coal was imported, and they exported copper and tin as well. So they did a bit of a to and fro. I think that was another marker for the ships back in the day, folks. There's only one place to go, and that's the Cornwall Studies Library in Redroof. So I think we're going to have to go there and do some more digging on that. So yeah. Anyway, before we go, we've done a lot of filming in West Cornwall. Now, over a week ago, I went down to a place not far from Land's End, and I did a bit of filming. and it was really, really interesting. It's an old farm, which I can't seem to find it now. It's disappeared, which is not terribly good. There it is, got it. So I was not far from KERNOW. Now, me, Adam, and David did a bit of filming earlier at KERNOW, and that was extremely interesting. I do think that there is some more bits and pieces down at KERNOW, which we need to go and look at. There is some other World War II bits and pieces that we missed, which we can see on Google Maps that where they are. That particular evening, we went to a special pillbox, which was very unusual, folks. And we had a brew up in there, and that was very, very nice indeed. Now, this farm that I went to recently is not a million miles from where we were. Now, I pinpointed this farm probably 12 months ago before I actually went down and filmed it. And it seems to me that whoever owns that doesn't really want too many people going there for whatever reason, but there's no signs. And the way that they put the fence around is, you could get in it easily without injuring yourself. So it's quite good, folks. I don't understand why that farm is abandoned like it is, because it's in a very, very prime location. And I'm sure if that was restored to a very high standard, it'd be worth £1 million, if not £500,000. So yeah, it's quite interesting. And you may have watched the video, and you might have noticed that the drone flight was quite short. The reason for that is because the cows were coming in, folks, and I had to get out of the way. I was on a public footpath, and but where I was I was potentially in line of shot of those cows, and it's best not to fly over animals like that. It's part of the drone code and what have you. So yeah, we decided. Oh, right, okay, Danny. Yeah, so we're going to keep away from animals and things like that. Okay, so Mine Explorers, yes, that is definitely coming back. That is on the agenda. Hopefully we are meeting with Chris on Saturday, and we're going to discuss it, folks. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 underground explorers that are going to be happening this year within the next month to 6 weeks. We are going to be going underground. And Chris there, wait a minute, I just realized that Sophie's not moderator. I got to make her a mod. What the hell am I doing? There we go. Right, she's a high class mod. There we go. Yeah, so there's one where it's just going to be me and Chris. And then there's the one with the ladders, which I'm not going to mention by name because we're not meant to mention it by name. According to the Cornish Mine Explorers and Carbis Bay crew, you don't mention it by name, so we're not mentioning it by name. Sophie's always welcome. So yeah, me and Chris are going to be doing one. Me, Chris, and David. And then me, Chris, and David. And then me, Chris, and David, and maybe Sophie, and maybe Adam as well. If he wants to, there's no pressure. I've got helmets for everybody. I can supply lights for everybody. And it should be really, really good, folks. So yeah, there's going to be four underground explorers this year. And it's mining season right now, folks. So, watch this space on that. I'm sorry, Danny, that it's taken a while. We just don't go underground in the winter, mate. I know a lot of the guys do, but I'm sorry, but it's not for me. I'm afraid I don't like getting wet and it's drying yourself and stuff like that. So um, I just like to make sure that everything's safe, and we've got a ground crew, if you know what I mean, at surface with brew kit, first aid kit, and phone with signal in case it all goes pear shaped. So yeah, really good. So yeah, underground explorers are coming. Yeah, don't worry, Danny. Yeah, this going to be quite good, mate. But yeah, we've got two proper mines, and then we've got two other underground ones which are have been seen on other channels, which not everyone knows about. So yeah, we've got those, mate. We've got bad air detectors. We've got two of them. Two are four-way ones. So if the if the oxygen or gas levels rise, they'll go off. So yeah, we've got them. So it's not a problem. I did charge them up not so long ago as well. So it's all cool. Um, so yeah, I think we've covered everything tonight, haven't we? I think so. So I'd just like to thank everybody that dropped in. Thank you to Adam. Thank you to crew members. Thank you to David and everyone else who has dropped in tonight. I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and don't forget to share me out and what have you. If anyone wants to buy me a coffee, then you can if you want to. It's not. I'm not asking for that. If, it's just a thing that we've got, and whatever monies we get through that, it goes back to the channel. It pays for the 3-in-1 coffees and what have you. But anyway, just like to say thank you for dropping by tonight. And would you like us to do another live stream next Thursday and talk about what we've been up to and whatever and what plans we've got? Um, I do have a policy, folks, where I don't say too much before we do it, if you know what I mean. Like if I'm going out tomorrow, I'm not going to tell you where we're going tomorrow because we don't want people just turning up out of the blue unless you're invited. Anyway, thanks to everybody that dropped in. Yeah, see you Saturday, Chris, and Adam, see you tomorrow, mate. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm pretty sure you all are anyway. But anyway, I'll see you all very soon. I have got some stuff that I'm going to bang out tomorrow. That sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? But you know what I mean, don't you? I've got something for tomorrow evening, so that'll be on tomorrow. Anyway, see you all soon, folks. We will be filming over the weekend. So from me here at Current EXP, just like to say, cheers and gone. Night all.